Hey there and welcome to Photo Editing 101, Chapter 6. Now in this chapter we're going to be focusing on our images we shot of Elise in our neon concept. So the whole idea here was to use a few different colored lights to actually light our subject. Now we changed lighting setups a ton when photographing Elise, and basically what we were doing is trying to find the right composition. So we started photographing in front of the fireplace, and then eventually we moved to in front of some curtains. Now the light sources in this photograph are actually both strobe lights. We shot with two large softboxes. One of those had a magenta gel on it, which made the light look magenta, and the other had a teal light on it, which made the light look teal. So the combination between those two colors, which are roughly complementary colors, creates these really nice images. Now, to add a little bit more interest in these photographs, we had our subject stand directly in front of some curtains, and we put a light directly to the right of our subject, also shining at the curtains. So you'll notice that not only this light lighting our subject, but we have a lot of definition in the curtains behind the subject. Now, we also started playing around with placing objects between the camera and the subject. So shooting through objects, especially if they're clear, in this case we use little pieces of crystal, basically creates refractions and light in the camera. So you get all these really interesting effects in camera that kind of look like they were done in Photoshop. This is a really quick and easy technique that you can do to add a little bit more interest into your shots. Now, because we're shooting with strobe lights in this photograph, we don't have to rely on the ambient light to light our subject, so we can shoot with a pretty fast shutter speed. So these shots were shot at 1/60th of a second at f6.3, and we're using a 24 to 72.8 lens. Now, one of my favorite things about photographing people with different color lighting is that the lighting will change the color of that person's skin. So you can change that lighting in post-production, and that's what we're going to be focusing on here in Lightroom. We're going to take the existing photographs and enhance them. We're also going to create virtual copies and then create several different colored versions of each of these photographs. So you can take one variation of your lighting and multiply it out in Lightroom. We got a great tutorial for you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into Lightroom.